Hello, I'm Claudia, and today, to go with the season, we're going to be making mince pies. But first, I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, what we need for our mince pies, we're going to make our sweet paste from scratch. So for the sweet paste, we need 375 grams of plain flour. We need 260 grams of butter cut into cubes. We need 125 grams of caster sugar, 2 eggs, and that is for our sweet paste. For our filling, we're going to use ready-made mince meat mix from the supermarket, but we're going to add a bit of our own flavors by adding a bit of lemon and orange zest, a grated apple, and a small to medium chopped up orange. Now, before we start preparing a filling, we're going to put the oven on 180 degrees. All right, so we will start by making our sweet paste. We've got our plain flour and our butter goes straight into the flour. So we continue rubbing the butter through the flour for about 10 minutes until we've got a sandy consistency like this. Now we need to bring in our wet ingredients. So we're going to mix the eggs with the sugar. So once we've got a nice smooth dough, we can flatten it out a bit. So while our pastry is in the fridge, we're going to prepare our filling. We've got our ready-made mince meat. You can also make this from scratch, but you'll have to do it about 2 weeks in advance. So we also have a recipe for this later on at the bottom. Now we are going to customize this one by adding our shredded apple, lemon and orange zest, and the chopped orange. And all we have to do is mix it through. Our pastry from the fridge is a bit harder than it was when we first put it in, and now we just need to roll it out and start putting together our pies. And meanwhile we'll keep the rest in the fridge still so it doesn't get too soft. We're going to use a little bit of flour on the worktop, on our pastry, and on a rolling pin, and now we start rolling it out. Great, so now we're going to put all the pieces together. We've got our filled out molds. We take a little bit of our mix, fill the bottom of the cases. There we go. Great, now we need to find one that's the right size. Cover it up. Seal it. And the last thing we want to do is a little cut so the air can come out. If you wanted to decorate with a little bit of caster sugar on top, that looks quite nice as well. That would be one. Another idea is to use a star. Here we go. Lay that on top. Wonderful. So here we've got our first tray to go in. We've decorated some of them with a little bit of caster sugar. You could brush them with a bit of egg or with a bit of milk, or you could just leave them like that and put them in the oven from 15 to 20 minutes until they are golden. So 15 minutes later, I've taken the mince pies out of the oven. Here they are. We now need to wait about 5 minutes until they'll cool down a bit, and then you'll be able to just scoop them out. Put them nicely on a plate, put a bit of icing sugar over the top, and you can wish everyone a merry festive season and a happy new year from me to you as well.